And I know I've got a friend, Lori, coming in. She should be here any second.
Awesome. For all those watching in the aftermath, hello. We are here to talk about Live Good and answer questions.
I can always edit too. Afterwards, we can post edit because I'm recording the hard copy. So
Okay.
that'll be easy to share. One thing that I think we should get in the habit of is creating events in the groups that you made
Yeah,
for our lives. That way people can RSVP to it. We can create commentary, create discussions on the events, so it'll draw more people into the events themselves. So
that's a good idea.
create some more anticipation and get people thinking about making sure they're here ahead of time and using it as an opportunity to invite their prospects.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great idea. Build some excitement and some energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
And so we can get to know each other, face to face.
Yeah.
So Tika, how's your week?
It's been going good. It's been busy.
Aside from the upset tummy and drinking goat's milk.
Yeah.
Ew.
Hey, it works. It doesn't upset my lactose intolerance, so
That's good.
mm.
There's Lori. Lori, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, who's that? I haven't seen anybody yet. I gotta swipe my screen. Oh, hey everybody.
Hello.
So these are just a few of the members in our circle, our Live Good organization. Um,
Okay,
so far, the people that you see here, Dave, is at the top of this chain. So,
okay,
he is Dave's the guy that finally got me signed up, got me involved. I was hesitant for about a year, I think, but
Oh.
Dave didn't give up. Um, And then finally, I had some free time, and I watched the same tour video, Lori, that you watched, and I realized it's something that I should have started a year ago. So here I am. Here I am.
hmm
Gwen is another part of my team,
nice.
and she is one of my biggest encouragements. She's always reminding me to be on top of my game with this business. So I appreciate that. And Tika is was brought into this by Gwen. So we do have
She's my rock star.
yeah.
And I was hesitant at first too.
Yeah, it took you a while.
Honesty is always the best policy. Sorry. Um, as far as our team goes, how many people, Tika, do you know how many people we have on our team?
I know how many people I have under me. I have 12 people total.
And I have
Uh,
18.
So I see 16 in one of the chats for our team. Um,
I have a couple people on my team that don't go on Facebook and stuff, so
yeah, so in our circle, at least our portion of the circle, I think we've got probably right around 20 or 25,
nice.
but we are working on obviously building and trying to get more of those people involved into doing these lives with us so we can get in the habit. But the lives that David, if you decide this is something you want to do, the lives that David sends out the links for, man,
hmm
they're I have a hard time keeping up because there's so many people that jump on them, but the excitement and the energy, it's almost like it's like going to a Tony Robbins conference. Or have you ever seen any of Tony Robbins
Yes.
type things?
Yep.
It's intense. The energy level, the excitement level, um, and the level of support that people involved in this company give each other is hands down the best. I'm involved in 4 or 5 different online marketing companies, online marketing organizations, as you know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the energy level and the support from LiveGood is there. There's no competition. There's other things, other organizations that I'm involved with that I like to do because of what they offer. But as far as the team aspect and the
Mm-hmm.
support, nothing, nothing even comes close to the energy that Live Good and the team of people involved in this are are bringing to the table. So, and the product,
Awesome.
the price point, the products are products that people use every single day, and it's that as far as I'm concerned, in my experience so far, everything is better quality except one. And the only reason I'm being honest and saying except one is because I hate the taste.
The energy drink.
The E3, the energy. I have to mix it with other stuff in order to be able to drink it. But I have been mixing it with amino energy from that I order on Amazon. So it makes the flavor way more tolerable, and I feel awesome. Like I made one, I made a cup. I want to say right around 1 p.m. I haven't put on any energy patches today. I haven't needed it because I drank that at like between 1 and 1:30, a whole cup, and I still feel great. And I know I'm not going to have to worry about tossing and turning when I go to bed like I used to with Rockstar. So there's that. Crystal Estrada was just over at my house. She stopped by, and I actually gave her one of my shaker cups full of E3, and I mixed it with some amino so she's off to a
Cool.
case, so she could try it. So if you ever want to try the energy patches or the sleeping patches, or you want to try the energy powder, or I've got protein powders, if you ever want to just try it, let me know.
Okay,
Got you.
I will.
And I'm going to shut up now and let Tika and Gwen. And if you have any questions, Lori, you watched the video, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna lay you down here, but I'm right here. I'm just checking my kitten out.
Okay.
He tends to track stuff around the house and it's gross. So,
Well, I also use the energy patches, the energy and focus patches a
Mhm.
lot. And the thing that I love about them the most is that, like, if I'm, especially when I'm DJing, if I know I'm going to be up late, I slap one of those patches on and then I take it off on my way home and I still go to bed like normal. I don't, again,
Nice.
it doesn't keep me tossing and turning like Red Bull or Rockstar used to when I would drink in the club. So
Right.
it feels good.
Yeah, I remember you just quit those energy drinks, which is awesome.
Yeah, in May, I have had two Rockstars since then because I was so tired and that was the only option. But um, yeah, I don't. My body feels so much better not putting Rockstar in it every day. So,
That's cool.
and there's a few other products that I use that Live Good products. I use Lean, so it's helping me lose weight, um, controlling appetite, helping with the metabolism, so I feel way more energetic. You saw me Sunday, like
Yeah,
my normal Sundays, I used to just sit around and not want to do anything, but now I'm jumping behind turntables like I'm 25 years old again. So. It feels good. And I'm using Vitality. The Live Good Vitality is a men's supplement, so I don't want you to use that. It's probably not for
I
you.
don't want to use that.
Uh, but
And I always tell you we're young anyways. You always act like you're old, but I'm the same age as you, so
you know,
you
when
need
you
to
get
stop
over
it.
50, it does something to you mentally. I promise. Dave knows.
I know. I just turned 51 and I feel the
And
same. Like my body tells me I'm way younger
yeah,
than my mind than I am, but my body is definitely on a different wavelength.
mine used to. I used to feel like I didn't even want to get out of bed in the morning, but over the last 6 months,
Yeah,
I've become way more kind of rejuvenated, and a lot of it is
that's
because of
awesome.
the products that I'm using and the bad things that I cut out and replaced it with good things, super greens and
Yeah,
super reds, and
for
make
sure.
sure I'm getting that kind of stuff in my system.
So did you guys do all of this thing tonight just for me?
No, we did invite other.
Okay.
This is the first Zoom we're having of our team.
Uh-huh.
So we're not exactly in the habit of it yet, but I want to get in the habit of it.
Got it.
I think we've made the commitment that at least every other Tuesday, possibly every Tuesday, every other Tuesday. Okay. Um, And it's a time for our new people that are joining our circle to be able to join and ask questions so we can kind of guide them in the right direction. But it's also a time for us to invite people that are kind of interested, that are thinking about it, that are kind of on the fence, or um,
Sure.
so we can answer questions and help out in that aspect. So good.
Well, I'm definitely on the fence just because there's so much that's changed in the last, I'm just getting myself set here at home at my place, but Paul, all that. Everybody else doesn't. Sorry, I've had bariatric surgery, so I have to eat every couple hours.
No need
Don't
to apologize.
apologize.
So, um, so I'm more of an observer and I just kind of think of things as they come up, if that makes sense. Because I've just settled into this apartment and moved 9 times the last 9 years, and so I'm a little bit tired. My body is done in. But I lost my son over a year ago, and it's just really thrown me for a loop. And so I'm kind of like grasping. I was just at a mental health facility, much like what Paul was doing before, but they never had any kids yet, and we've been doing orientation for almost 4 months. But it was just a really mentally taxing place. It wasn't secure, it wasn't safe. There's 2/3 of our team is already gone. So I just gave my notice, and I've never done that before, where it was an immediate resignation. But now I'm just kind of like, ah. So that's when Paul kind of approached me, and so whatever. You guys can talk about your experiences, maybe. Well, maybe spur on some questions because just I didn't really. I watched the video, but it was a lot, honestly, just to take in when I'm trying to focus my mind on one thing. So anything that maybe you guys can take turns just sharing your journey or what attracted you to it, that would get me kind of thinking.
Yeah, sounds good to me. If everybody's okay with it, I'll start. Well, I'll go second, I guess. Um, I myself have been in the network marketing, multi-level marketing, all of this stuff for about, I was since 2018.
Okay.
Um, the previous one I was with I loved it until COVID happened, and then just the whole world and how we shared and everything changed,
Mm-hmm.
and things just started changing too much, and I couldn't like I in 2021 I had experienced the floods here in BC,
Mm.
and we lost everything and had to
Mm.
restart.
I'm
And
sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
when we where we were before the floods, we were only paying yeah, $975 a month for rent. And then the place we moved into, my rent's now 1,500.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
my whole financial
Gosh,
abilities changed. And
that's crazy.
the previous business had a big like minimum monthly payment that you had to do in
Mhm.
order to earn or anything like that. And so it just became unmanageable at all.
For
And
sure.
so I let my account get shut down and never really went back because just nothing new is happening in there that actually excites me anymore. And I was
Mm-hmm.
super excited at first. And then when Gwen approached me with this opportunity, I was like, I can't afford something else, and I don't have the time. I take care of my mom because my mom has a lot of health issues, and I
Mm-hmm.
take care of the household too. And so I'm like, I don't think I can really focus my energy on something like that right now. And I wish I had given it a try at least, like given it a chance at
Mm-hmm.
first. Geez, I could only imagine where I'd be right now because I've been doing this. I joined I don't know, I joined a few months ago, but I only started taking it seriously about a month ago, and that's when my team is at 12.
Mm-hmm.
11 of them I personally enrolled myself, and it's been a game changer for me already. I haven't totally tried the products yet. I've ordered a couple of them, but I'm on heart meds that there's a shocking amount of interactions. Like even just calcium can have an
Mm-hmm.
interaction with this.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I have to wait and talk to my doctor, and trying to get a hold of my doctor can take about a month and a bit, even just for a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get a hold of him and I can discuss what I want to try, because I want to get off these meds and see about just straight up using the supplements and seeing how well they
Yeah,
work. Because I want
right.
to try the factor 4 for the cardiovascular health. And then I've also got the super reds and the super greens, which I have tasted them, and they do not taste like they smell because the super greens has like a super earthy smell to it, but it's
Hmm.
super like sweet and fruity almost.
I've had super greens, like I've heard of that, but I've never heard of super reds. What is that?
Super reds is like all the berries and like the red foods.
So it's Reds is more for your cardiovascular system.
Oh, okay.
And I think the main product in it is beetroot.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it was
Very good.
beets. Okay.
Yeah, very good for your heart. Um, normally. You got some
Well,
heart
and I was on
thing,
cardiovascular stuff too, like blood pressure and stuff until I had that surgery, and they said you're gonna want to cut all those out. And there was obviously a reason why, because they checked, your blood pressure and everything, and it was like it would have been way too low on that stuff. But
right?
how do they switch you over? Like you said, you haven't talked to them yet. I think you're muted.
Yeah, Tika, you're muted.
Sorry, yeah, my sister came in and was ready for her dinner now, so I was just helping her with that quickly. Sorry.
That's okay.
What was the
So they
question?
haven't you haven't talked to your doctor yet. So as far as like
No.
switching over, like I stopped everything. It was more of a cold turkey kind of thing, but I didn't go into something else like this. So
Yeah. No, I haven't talked to my doctor yet, and the only reason that I haven't just taken myself off it itself is because
hmm
it is a heart med.
mm
So I have premature ventricular contractions. So one of the
hmm
chambers of my heart beats at a different rate than the rest.
yeah.
And so I don't want to cause major issues because I've been dealing with it for years and I finally got the doctors
hmm
to do something about it.
Uh-huh.
And now now I've found something that is natural that I would like to try. So,
Right. So all
and
these things are all natural then I'm getting, like all the
yeah,
products.
organic. Yeah,
Okay.
organic, all natural. They are specially formulated to actually work. Our bodies are actually made to like it's made so that our bodies can actually absorb it fully too.
Mhm.
So Lori, I just sent you a link. Oh, Rich is coming to join us. Um, I just sent you a link that is just the storefront site,
Okay.
so you can
Okay.
see a breakdown of all of the products that we currently have. More products
Mhm.
being added on a very regular basis. Rich, thanks for joining us. Your picture looks like you're ready to give the classroom a stern talking. Rich came in meaning business. So that way
Yeah.
you can kind of see the products and the breakdown. If you click on each one, obviously it has a breakdown of what's in it, what it does, and
Okay. I saw that link pop up. I'll check it out. Well,
Dave,
thanks for sharing your story with me. Were you all done?
If there's any other questions, I will gladly share more, but
I might have more, but
mhm.
it's interesting. Your story is interesting. Thank you.
Thank
uh,
you.
Dave put in chat. Dave's having microphone issues right now, and his voice is very quiet because he had some surgery not long ago. Um, but he put in chat. I've been a member for 1.5 years. Team of 70. Incredible products and ownership. Love this business. Voice not very good. Sorry. So Um, Dave has been a super, super supportive person in this business, and that's another reason why like I am wholeheartedly behind this company because Dave himself is wholeheartedly behind every single person that is that is underneath him, that is down in the matrix, as they call it, below him. And he is here to support everybody. If there's a question and he doesn't know the answer, he'll find out the answer within an hour. Like if it's available, he's been so on top of everything. So he's it, we are all blessed to have somebody like Dave that actually cares. That less about making the money and more about making us successful and giving us a reason to believe in the company. So Gwen,
My thought would be like, how do you start out? Because the first thing I think of, like I was talking to you the other day, Paul, and you were saying, oh, like backroom sales. my thought with this is like the pyramid schemes, you know, like everyone's probably said that. And so
Oh,
I
no.
know the minute I were to say anything, I'm not a person just to awkwardly start a conversation on products like this, anyways. And so I know that like my parents or different people I know are set in their ways. They wouldn't try something new at this point. So how
Sure.
do you get that? How do you get that? I can see Dave's probably typing.
I will send you some documentation that I have actually personally written to be able to combat that. But does anybody mind if I kind of talk about the difference between what this company and what a pyramid scheme is? Yeah, David said just share the tour video. So the same video that you watched that I sent you the link today, you'll get
Hmm.
your own personal custom link for that. So when you send your link out, it has your name at the top of the page. Now,
Okay.
the thing that sets this apart from, well, I hate it when people say it sounds like a pyramid scheme because that's everybody's
Hmm.
go-to as an excuse not to take a look because they're too comfortable
Hmm.
with 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
if you really want to break it down, everything in America, at least, I can't speak for Canada. Gwen and Tika are both in Canada, but everything in America, at least, is a pyramid.
Mhm.
So when you add the word scheme to it, a pyramid scheme means money is being laundered without any physical product. So because
Right.
we have physical product that we are promoting, that automatically wipes out the word scheme. So if you go
Hmm.
to the root of it, if you what's your favorite grocery store?
Gosh, I don't even know if I have one. Let's just say Walmart because
Okay,
I pick up my
Walmart.
groceries. I hate going in there.
So when you walk into Walmart, you look around and you see all of these employees, right?
Hmm.
And each employee works for a different department. So in those departments, there's department leads. And then all of the
Hmm.
department leads report to the shift manager. So you move up. So you have all of the employees at the bottom, which is a
Hmm.
ton of them. So it's a wider angle. And then as you
Hmm.
go up, you have department leads, and then you have store leads, and then you have store managers, and then you have regional managers, all the way up to the CEO. What does that form? It's a pyramid.
Yeah.
Boy Scouts of America. You have all of the Boy Scouts, and then you have the den leaders, and then you have the regionals, and then you have the CEO at the top. Girl Scouts, when they're selling Girl Scout cookies, it's the same exact thing. The hospitals, it's the same exact thing. You start with the nurses, and then you go to the RNs, and then the doctors. It's the same thing. So every single structure that we deal with, from schools to churches to retail stores, are pyramids. The thing that sets the word scheme apart from anything else is when it's just money laundering and you're funneling money. But
To
we have
make someone
tangible
rich.
products, right?
Yeah.
Not only do we have tangible products, it's also a membership that gives you a very significant discount for the ability to buy these products at a much cheaper price point than it's already offered. So the retail price, if you look at the retail prices on that link that I sent you, are
Yeah.
way cheaper than you could even get at Costco for the same volume or the same type of product. But then when you add the membership to it, so you get that product even cheaper. The membership is $9.95 a month. But if you're using two products and you save $5 on each product and you order them monthly, you already paid for your membership. So
So
that's
really, you just send the link out, and then you could just go about having your normal relationships with your family, whatever. They're not going to be like, "Oh my God, there's Lori." They're
so
not running the other way, which is exactly what I don't want. Because I am, I'm super personable, but the last thing I want to do is make people uncomfortable to talk to me. You know?
well, and just like I told you, my life, you see me physically, you see me in person,
Yeah.
you've seen me 8 months ago versus who I am today. And
Hmm.
the energy changes. You see the effects that
Yeah.
it's had on my personal life. So when I'm wearing the Live Good patch and somebody says, "What is that?" It's an opportunity to explain. Well, this is what it is, and this is the Live Good patches. I pay $15 for a month's supply when I used to pay $3, $4, $5 a day on Rockstars. This has
Right.
saved me a lot of money. It's a whole lot better for my body. So if you want to learn about it,
Hmm.
here's a link so I could teach you about it, and then that's when you're opening the door to be able to share the value of the company. Mo-
So it really advertises itself. Just
Absolutely.
they see the patch, and then I got it.
Well, and the way that your life is, the way I personally
Mhm.
would suggest if this is something you decide to do, I personally am going to suggest because I know you, the very first
Mhm.
product for you to try is methylene blue. A methylene blue is like it's kind of like a Listerine strip, but you put it on your tongue and it changes your focus and it changes your mindset. So it changes the chemical structure of how your brain um, produces different natural chemicals, and it completely changes your mood. Real That's the whole thought process behind it. It makes your mouth blue. So when you're using a methylene blue strip and your mouth looks like you just ate a Smurf, then people are like, what kind of candy are you eating? I'm not using candy. These are like Listerine strips that make me feel good. It's almost like having a happy drug in the form of safe for you supplements. So that
Okay.
I'm going to strongly suggest, even if you don't decide to do this, to order some methylene blue strips and try them out. If you don't like them, I'll buy them from you. I'll pay for them. And that's another cool thing about this is it's a 90-day guarantee on all your products, even if you send back the empty bottle. So if you order methylene blue right now and you try all of them, and then 2 months from now you're like, yeah, those things are bullshit because I'm not happier than I was before I used them. You send back the empty container, and they refund your money. Costco's not going to do that for you. I know that.
No.
Gwen. So I'm talking.
Hello.
I feel like I'm talking overboard. I need to mute myself. Gwen, I saw you were going to talk. Ione, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
I don't mind you talking because I really don't like talking.
I know you don't, but I wanted.
But to answer Lori's question, I was in the same company that Tika was in since 2018, and we were doing really well. We had a team almost of 60 people. Me and Tika pretty much enrolled them all, and we were doing really well. And then COVID hit, and then it changed everyone, and no one had money, and the prices in our company were really expensive. So our team dwindled. I think we have like 12 people. I still get a little paycheck, like usually monthly from that company. But then I met Paul when we were doing OLSP like a year and a half ago. And yeah, me and Paul have been buddies for about, yeah, since January of last year. And he introduced me to Live Good. And basically anything Paul's in, I would go in because I trust Paul and he's a good business guy. So, but the
Yeah.
reason that I really love Live Good was because when I started watching the weekly meetings, Ben, the owner, he left actually the whole like online, just left, right? He had enough of the way people treated people. And but he came back and started this, and he has a lot of heart and integrity, and he has a lot of morals and values. And I look
Hmm.
up to that. All four of the top
Yeah.
people in this group are totally like the nicest people. They actually give a shit about us. They're not into making money. I mean, they all have enough money. They could retire. They don't need to be doing this, but they do it because they care about everybody. And they want us to
Right.
get healthy products in our system, which we all need because there's so much crap out there. Like
Right.
I don't even like going to Walmart and buying food. It's so scary the shit they put in our food and stuff. So that's why I joined. And I have a team of, I think I have like, well, if Tika has 12, so I have about 18 people on my team. And at the end of the month, like the beginning of August, I think I have like about 7 people joining. So I'm really excited about
Wow.
that. Yeah, and I do all the products now. I feel totally different. I have way more energy. Like I wouldn't a month ago, 2 months ago, you wouldn't have me on here. Ask Tika. I would not be talking on here right now. So, I mean, it's changed me a lot just in my personal growth and just like the amount of support from everybody. It's amazing. The only reason why I don't have my camera on tonight is because I have an eye infection and my eyes like puffed right out. So, but I will be on camera the next time. So that was my
Nice.
story pretty much.
She's not lying. I tried to get her involved in doing lives with me on OLSP, and it was like pulling teeth. But she's really getting into the live good stuff. So
I am. I love
Good.
Live Good. And 3 years
Even
ago, I also started having seizures, so I had to quit my job. So it was like basically make money online or have no income. So I mean, I really
right.
didn't have a choice about it, but at least I found 2 companies that I really, really like. And I've met so many people like David and Paul and Rich and Dion and like so many people I've met. Like they're the sweetest people. Like it's a whole different like atmosphere.
And it's a cool feeling to know that we can go almost anywhere in the continental North America and know that somebody's not too far that's on our team. It really is
Right.
cool. And we talk about in our side chat, we talk about like having group dinners eventually. As soon as one of us reaches a certain level, we're gonna invite everybody over so we can have like our own personal conference and our own personal team builders
Fun.
in person, face to face. And Lori, you know me, you know that's the kind of stuff that I live for. I
Oh
love
yeah.
getting people together
The
face to
energy
face.
of group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Diane said I don't have
Yeah.
sound or photo on my device I'm on. Well, you know, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're here just to be here. Dione, I someday I would love for Dione to share her personal testimony. She's got an amazing story. She's gone from gone through so much adversity, but yet every single day she connects with this group just for some
Hmm.
positive encouragement. And her story and testimony is incredible. And to know that there's people that have been through some really tough times in life are able to find some peace and some support in this circle um, is pretty incredible. So,
Hmm. Yeah, that's good to hear. A lot of people don't understand having a life where it's like people think things are discouraging and difficult. And I give you that everybody has that, some more than other. I have, I try not to expound on the things that I've dealt with, but going through some of that stuff has been harder than anything. Watching my son for that year and getting made more than one. And I mean, things that you just don't think you're getting out on one that you're ever going to get into and have had, and all of a sudden it does. And I've had people say, "You're strong. How do you do it?" Well, I do. You lay down and die, or you keep going. You have to rebuild. You just keep going. And but to hear that there's some even just associate group fit that's huge because most of the time I find it's hard to make those connections that you want, and then somehow life changed and I've had Vaughn again. So I promised my son I'd take a year at least for self-care. So I've been doing that, and now I'm here by myself again, except for the singles group and a couple other things I became a part of. But I really want to be able to establish myself into something that's lasting.
and this is why this company honestly is a great fit for you because it's not going anywhere.
Mm.
This is not some fly by the seat of your pants here today, make a bunch of money and disappear tomorrow. Like the plans coming up for this company are adding pet products, adding home cleaning supplies, adding um, platforms for fundraising. So imagine this, Lori, if you say if you're an ambassador for Live Good, and then you sign up somebody who is very involved in their church and that person uses Live Good as a financing
Uh-huh.
opportunity rather than selling candy bars or doing bake sales, and they're able to offer a percentage of Live Good sales as a fundraiser, and then you get a percentage of every single sale that's made downline from that because you signed that person up. That's very, very, very close to us in the near
Yeah,
future.
that's crazy.
Very. So the income
Okay.
opportunities as being a Live Good ambassador are amazing. Real quick, Dione said she just found out today that she's cancer free after a
Oh
year
my
ago.
God, that's so
So,
cool.
Woo-hoo.
Dione, I am so happy for
Wonderful.
you.
That's awesome.
Yay.
So very happy for you.
That's awesome. Yay.
Um, I don't have anything else I want to add. Lori, obviously we talk on a very regular basis, so if you have any questions,
Yeah.
you can feel free to ask, or if there's anything that's come up off the top of your head, pick somebody out, pick on Rich, make Rich say something.
I know. Well, I was going to wonder if he was going to speak up, but I heard him laughing earlier, so I know he's a real person.
I do believe Rich, Rich is Dave's upline, correct? Okay, so Rich is the one that got Dave into this, and so that Rich is able to
Wow.
see the fruits of his labor just from Dave. And if we had our whole team here, it'd be pretty incredible. Our next Tuesday meeting, we have to. I'm gonna put some fire under everybody's butts, and you'll recognize some of the
Do
faces as
it.
well, Laurie, because we do have some people
Some
in
in the singles group.
the team. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Do you
just
guys ever
listening, and you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, Rich.
do like a conference or something? You know, so these things we'll do a conference like annually or whatever. Is there anything like that that you guys done?
Oh, like physical conferences?
Mm-hmm. Where
I'm not a,
people get together and
I'm not aware of any yet, but there haven't been. So when Dave hits silver, I you're probably already silver. Yeah. So he's way above. I told everybody when I hit silver, I'm gonna invite everybody here, and I'll get a hotel conference room so we can sit together and
nice.
do stuff face to face.
That would be
I
fun.
did just have a question too, because you were talking about cardiovascular stuff earlier. Um, is there anything else people with hormones? Like, just because Paul is I'm dealing with myself, just having to a histamine and the 80% stomach moves, so I'm pretty sure that threw me into then. But I constantly am overeating and then it really cold. And so I don't want to start hormone replacements, but I'm curious. I know people kind of at this stage of life where they probably ask about. So,
Yes, there is hormones, like stuff for our hormones and everything for men and for women. He was talking about the vitality, and there's other stuff for us as well. I was actually trying to look through the website, but I wanted to stay on the call. The
sure.
vitality is one of the ones for men. Um, I don't remember what the one for women is, but the link that he sent you that shows all the products, that one you can scroll through, and even just the
Okay.
little touch points that they have. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
The hormone balance for women.
oh, nice.
Um,
Thank you.
Dave's showing it on his screen there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is multiple options. I'm very excited to be trying those too. I'm going to be ordering that, the collagen and lean as well this next order I place.
Well, the collagen is something I've definitely been eating because you use that weight fast that your body just kind of goes firm. Skin does not have this it needs. And I constantly turn this fan on getting right now because I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I feel it just like I'm overeating. But just some of that stuff, the collagen is one now like I noticed my face. I lost a lot of volume really quick. So I just when you did that, I was like, oh, I
Well,
should sanitizer. So
there's a few skin products as well. We've got the herbal radiance enricher, which will help with
okay.
a lot of the skin sagginess in faces. Instant youth. I've heard so many
Mhm.
people that obviously everybody knows what instant youth type products are. That's the
Mhm.
um
Everything you're trying right now.
yeah, yeah, the Cindy Crawford type. So
Yeah,
we've got
right.
ageless
You
renewal
see it
and
all over TikTok and Facebook. Yeah, all of a sudden it hit everywhere. Yeah.
whipped tallow balm. A lot of people like what did tallow is animal fat. Well, it's also a natural skin tightener. So
Yeah.
people don't
Yeah.
realize that. So
I've done a
when
lot of
you
the skin tighteners and I know the name tallow just because of it. So that's good to know. Well, I'm gonna definitely rewatch that because I think there's a lot more I can grasp. Sometimes to something more than once, but
yeah, and when you look at the product list in that last link that I sent you, I think you'll really be impressed. Yeah, there's David's got the tallow balm. And I know, like, my mom ran a cosmetic eBay store for years. And anytime she could get her hands on any tallow balm at a decent price,
hmm
she was getting high name like Ulta brands that Ulta carries, and she would sell them on her
right.
store, but they would not sit on her shelf. And they were flying off the shelf like 50, 60, $70 for a container, the same size as what we offer at LiveGood offers, and the price point retail is 19.95. If you remember, it's 12.95. So it's crazy.
Okay.
The savings that you get just on one product is incredible.
So
That's
you've
another
probably
thing.
broken the prices.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was
I
just
was
going
just
to
going to say
say,
you probably broke the prices down for me. So at some point we'll need to
So
like look at that again just so I can understand it.
if you look at the retail page, that's the link I sent you. It shows you the
Hmm.
price and the retail price. So it shows you the price you would pay if you're not a member and the price that you pay if you have your 9.95 per month membership. So I did,
I mean, if I'm gonna join doing like what you guys do,
yeah,
like what that price,
the member price.
that's all on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yep.
sorry, Gwen, go ahead. I think we have a
Oh,
delay.
I was just going to say that that's another thing that I really love about this company is if they have a price of a product and then a lot more people start ordering it and they can cut their costs down of making it, they literally take that off of our. So if we're paying like $14 for something and all of a sudden it's cheaper, $3, they'll put it for 11 for us. What company does that? Most
Right.
Yeah.
companies would like add 10 on, you know what? Oh, we saved $3, let's make it $10 more, but not this company. If they save $3, they will take it off and we will pay $3 less. I've never seen a company do that.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
companies go by the rule of supply and demand, and as the demand goes up, their price goes up. But with Live Good, it's if they can order more in bulk to put these supplies together, and the price point comes down, they pass that savings on to their members. So that it is incredible.
I just love Live Good.
Yes, I agree.
All I'm thinking too, you did give me a patch, like something that was an energy, and I think there was a sleep one. But I'm a thinking that I didn't really, honestly, I didn't notice a huge difference, but I only had the one night. So is that something like where some of the other products where they have to build up in your system where it takes more than just one?
For usually for supplements, yes. For the patches, I'm gonna
Mhm.
say no, but a lot of it depends on what your body chemistry is and what your mood is when you're using it too. Like
Yeah,
the energy patches, a lot of I've let people try the energy patches and they're like, "Well, I didn't really feel any difference." Well, chances
yeah,
are you drink 3 cups of coffee per day. So when you put on one patch and you don't need 2 cups of coffee anymore, you don't feel different, but you don't realize that you didn't need those extra 2 cups of coffee. So a lot of people with the sleep, you may not have felt like you got 8 hours of sleep consistently, but how did you feel the day after you actually had that night's sleep? A lot of people don't take these things into consideration. So
yeah. And I figured it probably like where you're at, physically too or mentally, because I haven't been in a really stable spot yet. And so that probably, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't because I've had too many things going on at once to really get that peaceful rest or that energy, even if like I don't even get my coffee all the time because I get out of bed so late when I was heading to work. And so I think I expected to feel something really obvious and I didn't, but I
so
wasn't really sure what to look for.
if
So,
you use the sleep patch,
uh,
the fact that you didn't feel anything really obvious is a good thing because you didn't wake up still feeling groggy. You didn't wake up having a hard time starting your day as opposed to if you would have taken a bunch of melatonin by itself. If
mhm,
you would have been put into a deep state of sleep and then had a hard time rehabilitating, recovering from that deep state of sleep, you would have felt a difference, but you would have been like, yeah, that's way too much. So I would
got
suggest
it.
trying it again.
Okay.
And really maybe even take some notes. I would also suggest put it on like an hour before you go to bed and making sure that you're able to have time to reset your body and calm yourself down before you even start your sleep. So,
Right.
really think about how do I feel the next morning when you wake up the
Yeah.
next morning? Are you having a hard time getting ready for the day? Are you sluggish? Do you feel any different? So I would definitely keep that into consideration.
Okay. Well, and I think too, like, I don't know if maybe it's a better time when I'm talking. I've got that fibromyalgia and sarcoidosis and those things that I deal with. So, a lot of times just trying to move in the morning, even if I feel awake, is awful. So, I'm pulling, the bedding, like, seriously, Lori, this is ridiculous. I'm talking to myself because I'm just like, wow, I cannot believe this happening. But, I thought once I meet with a doctor, and of course that's November before I actually get into someone to get established, but I don't know that I want to wait that long. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I was like, I just needed that came to mind. Like, I wonder how that would factor if it was something. if I was on more pregabalin or something, or if there was something that I needed to take that would actually keep it where I don't need that,
David
maybe
said
there's a product.
magnesium. Magnesium helps with sleep for me. I immediately, my brain said you need the ultra magnesium and you need factor 4
Yeah.
Okay.
right off the top.
What's the
Yeah.
factor for?
So the factor 4 is advanced inflammation management. So it fights inflammation, supports joint and organ health, promotes your immune system, and it promotes healthy circulation.
Yeah, that would be me in a bottle.
Right.
That's me in a
Right.
bottle.
And as if I'm not mistaken, factor 4 is the number one selling product in this company on at
It's
least
the
on a consistent basis, on a consistent monthly basis.
I can believe that. If it has all that, I can believe it.
I too, I too have fibromyalgia, and that's one of the main reasons why I bought Factor 4 was to try to help manage the pain that I'm in on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it is, but every time I wake up in the morning, just trying to move an inch,
Yeah.
it's excruciating.
Yeah. It's extraordinary pain. And I've worked in medical for 20 years. I've had people roll their eyes and say, oh my gosh, of course you have fibromyalgia. When it's a real thing, they
It
Oh
learn
yeah.
how to
really
rule
is, yeah.
everything out, and you spend hundreds of dollars in tests before they figure out that's what you got. The sarcoidosis I have is in my lungs, but it can affect all my organs. So, like I had eye surgery because it affected my tear ducts and just different stuff like that. But it's overactive immune cells. So I don't have issues with immunity. It's with having too much. So like I haven't had a cold forever. I don't have those things, but it also will go to parts of your body and scar it. Like put a bunch of can't remember the term, but anyway, it looks like a big
Fibroids?
scar. No, it's not fibroids. But it's just a big cluster of like cells. It just puts it all
Yeah.
together and it kind of clumps wherever, and it can happen right in front of an organ opening or whatever. So you never really know where it's going to hit. Luckily, I have it under control in my lungs, or I'd be coughing and not be able to speak right now. But it's been a couple of years. So I'm just thinking, yeah, it's awful stuff that we deal with, but if we can relate to people that way, people understand you have empathy when you've totally been there and you deal with it. But to have answers to know if it can actually help is a huge piece.
For sure.
Well, Paul, I'm going to watch that again now that I have a little more time to focus again on it. And thank you guys so much. So nice of you.
Very glad to be here.
Dione or Gwen, Tika, even since Rich is here, is there anything you want to ask Rich before we end the call? Let's put Rich on the spot a little bit.
I just wanted to say it was nice meeting Lori.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
I personally
Gwen and
wasn't
Lori,
planning on asking questions, just answering them.
Nothing like getting put on the spot. Paul's good at that.
yes, he is. Yes, he is. I like, I don't like to call it putting people on the spot. I like to call it challenging our emotions, challenging our own thought process.
That's
I
true.
put myself on the spot too, Lori. You know that. Gwen knows that.
Often, yes.
I put myself on the spot
Hey, go
all.
for it. I'm all ears.
See? Yeah, we've got a good team. So with that, I think we can call it a day. I am going to encourage Gwen, Tika, Dione. Let's get more proactive about getting the rest of our teams involved in this next call. We're gonna do not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. Is that correct, Dave? Tika?
Yeah.
Set up the event and let's get this going. Lori, I'm gonna add you to we have a Facebook group that is for people that are interested but still not quite in yet as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get you added to that, and
I'll know which one that is. I think you sent me a few hundred that I declined.
oh no, those are different. Those are
Oh,
different.
that's what I mean, like a bunch of those links, but I'm like, I know what this one is. I'll join this one. I mean,
Networking
bless
is
your heart,
whatever.
you're such a sweet friend, but
Well,
I gotta know I don't say no very easily.
I'm
So
gonna light a fire under your butt to do something. So
nice. Thanks a lot. And you know where I live, so that's even worse.
I do. Although I'm never gonna. I might come to. You know what? I got physical flyers now, so I might come to your house and put one on your
Oh
door.
my God.
You know,
Oh,
if we want to
thanks,
really make
Diane.
money, we have to invest in ourselves. So,
That's so true. Yep.
all right, everybody. Thank you for
All
being here.
right.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you guys. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you
Thanks,
all.
Larry. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Later,
You
Rich.
too.
Thanks for being here.